Okay, howdy, everybody. I think we're good. Now, again, live on Restream. I always have troubles on Instagram. Let's see. I don't think it's working again. Shocker. Mate, you pay this money for this gadgets and they never work. Anyway, I'll figure it out. Hope you're well. Point. We've got a cool topic today. Just want to let this warm up a little bit first. Hope you're all good. Hope you're having a great Monday. Basically, I just finished leg day at King's at my awesome King's gym, feeling pumped, and I'm actually starving for food because I've been intermittent fasting for 16 hours. Okay, and I'm hungry. When I get to this point, I'm hungry. And this is what this live is about. All right, I'm gonna let this warm up a bit. But basically, the topic is intermittent fasting. It's not a fad, but is it for you? Okay, and now I'll keep a lot of the science out of this because it's so scientific about intermittent fasting. But what I'll try to explain is all of it in as human as possible. Okay. Basically, intermittent fasting. It's probably one of the most trending eating regimes out there at the moment in the world. Okay. This is why it's not a fad. It works. All right. It involves alternating cycles of fasting and eating, basically. Okay, and there's obviously studies that show it can help weight loss, it can help improve metabolic health, protect against disease, and perhaps even help you live longer, believe it or not. Now, I'm personally a huge fan of intermittent fasting. As you know, myself, I'm a competitive bodybuilder background. I was doing old school. I still have a very old school mentality with a lot of stuff. I do think that works as well. But with the diet for over 15 years, I was doing old school, right? I was doing the tuna and broccoli, chicken and cauliflower, 7 meals a day. That's right, 7 sometimes. And as you can imagine, that kind of almost a little bit damaging for your digestive system. I don't think you should be really eating that much. Now, I'm not saying 7 meals a day is wrong. And to get on stage for a bodybuilding show, you might need to do that. But you should be giving your body the rest it needs, okay, from eating. Now, there's benefits to show this, and even for putting on muscle, there is huge advantages with the intermittent fasting, huge, okay? So big fan of it. The intermittent fasting is basically you're cycling when you eat and when you don't eat, okay? This is it. Now, where people fail to be educated in this, I don't know who the hell came up with this, but they said you don't get to eat what you want in your eating window. I don't know who the hell said that. A lot of people think you fast and you eat what you want. You fast and you eat as much as you want. It doesn't work like that. Who the hell started that? You have to be selective and restrictive of what you're eating in your eating window as well, obviously. I think it was just piggies who made that up. Basically, the science shows that even one meal a day, OMAD, it's called, abbreviated, is extremely beneficial for you too, okay? You know, as you can imagine, if you're a big guy or a person that wants to sort of gain muscle, one meal a day doesn't sound like it's going to do that, does it? Okay. Now, most likely one meal a day will not. So what I do is I promote, more than one meal a day because there's a few reasons for that. Obviously, if you want to build muscle at the same time, getting all your calories in one meal is ridiculous. Okay. Especially if you're eating like 2,000, 3,000 calories. But if you're eating about 1,200 calories per day, which is most women out there, okay, one meal a day can really work for you. But basically, you don't want to be doing huge meals in one sitting. Okay, it obviously can be unhealthy, and your body does not soak up those nutrients, fats, and proteins. Okay, and it can just be bloody hard to do. If you're trying to eat 3,000 calories in one meal, it's just ridiculous. Basically, the best way to do this is to spread out your meals in your eating window. Okay, in this case, I'm a big fan of 16/8. Okay. And what I say to my guys in my academy, look, intermittent fast, even if you want to build muscle, do it. It's going to be one of the best changes in your life. Okay. But during the 8-hour window, please spread out your meals. Do one when the eating window begins. Okay. It could be 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. for most people because you're skipping breakfast most likely. And then your last meal in the evening. Okay. Now this works best, especially if you're on maybe 2,000, 3,000 calories. Now, the 2 meals does work best. You can play around with this. This is the beauty about intermittent fasting. And when I made the switch, my lifestyle, my ease of eating completely changed, okay? You get to be flexible. You have a window when you start eating. You can have one major meal, then you could do another one maybe midway, and then maybe another one in the evening. What I like to do is two. You've got the time to eat more than 2 meals, so that's perfect, right? One meal when I start my 8-hour window, it's at about 2 for me, okay? And then there'll be one meal before I go to bed, and this is fantastic. Okay, so you can play around with the food, and you can also play around with the timings of your daily fast. Okay, so for beginners who are struggling on the 16-8, try 14-10. Okay, just ease yourself into it. It's very easy to do. You're including your sleep in this fast, guys. You're including your sleep, so you get up and you might just not eat for another 6 hours. I mean, it's that simple, and you're just getting so much more benefits. If you're a bit more experienced in the intermittent fast, you can start pushing it to 18 or 20-hour fast. Now, I still don't recommend this for if you want to build muscle as well, because you're just trying to cram too much food in a short period of time. It is great for weight loss and fat loss, though. Anyone whose ultimate goal is to drop fat, get on it. Get you on the intermittent fast. It's not even hard, okay? And if you want to push it to the extreme, you can even do a 22-hour fast. Push it for days. There's research just showing that you can fast for days. And obviously we know even, with religious backgrounds and stuff, they do this as well. But again, I'm not a big fan of that. And it's a bit too full on for anyone or normal people. Okay. So a tip with fasting, guys, believe it or not, you will not get hungry if you're doing this properly. You will not get cravings, and your energy levels will skyrocket, believe it or not. That's another thing too. People are like, I can't eat for that long. I've been bodybuilding for years. I used to do 7 meals a day, and now I don't eat all day until 3 p.m. You can do it. It's easy. All right. There are even some herbal supplements that can help you out. Some really good stuff. But the main thing during the fast, guys, is you need to stay hydrated. You lots and lots of water. You can even drink coffee and tea, which is absolutely fine. And I'm a big coffee fan. If you love coffee, there's no, just go for it during your fast. So the big question here, guys, is why would you fast? Okay, I explained a lot of benefits already, but if you look back as humans, we've been fasting for thousands of years. We literally have been doing this, and this is how our body actually works. We made up breakfast, everybody. Breakfast is a made up thing that we love to just wake up and eat because we love food. And why wouldn't you, right? But okay, it's not the best for you. There's all sorts of processes in the body that start changing when you start fasting, okay? Your hormones will get healthier, your gene strength will improve your from a cellular level. When you fast, you get significant reductions in blood sugar and insulin levels. Okay, so this is why people with diabetes are on the road to diabetes, and the doctors do recommend this. It's a fantastic diet. It also gives you a dramatic increase in human growth hormone, which is super important. And it's very simple and effective to restrict calories and burn body fat because you're restricted into the kind of window that you need to eat the food. It obviously increases your metabolic health, and there's also evidence to show that literally you can live longer. All right, there's amazing stuff like that. And obviously we know it can protect against disease, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, as I mentioned, cancer, and even Alzheimer's. Okay, anyway, I said I wouldn't get too much into the science, but the biggest advantage of the fasting, especially for my clients and anyone out there that's a busy person, is the convenience of intermittent fasting. All right, I used to spend 4 hours a day eating to put on mass and build body fat. I do 2 now, right? It's a huge life hack. It makes your life simpler while improving your health at the same time, okay? The fewer meals you have to plan, the fewer meals you have to eat, the fewer meals you have to go shopping for, it just saves time. It saves time for someone eating 3-4 meals a day. All right, saves so much time. If you're a busy person and just eat when in the window. It works really, really well. It works really well with all my clients. And when I hear the time issue, right, about food, it's bollocks. When you get on something like this, an intermittent fast, you have no issue with time. You know how quick it is to spruce up some food for intermittent fasting. Time is no longer an issue, guys. Get on intermittent fasting. Listen, I'm going to leave it there on intermittent fasting because it's just an introduction. We get deeper into this topic, and I'm sure many of you out there would like to hear more. All right, guys. Basically, I hope that helped, and I'm super excited to chat about this topic a bit more, guys. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.